here is the question for event scheduling or time advanced algorithm, and the stopping time is 30, and inter-arrival time and service time are given. Okay, first value of inter-arrival time is always considered as 0, so 0 here. Then count the value of inter-arrival time and service time. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, these are 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6, these are 6. So we need to exclude the value that is 8 from the inter-arrival time, then the value will be 6. So they are equal now. Now moving, and the first step here is to compute departure time. We need to exclude the 8, so we are not calculating the values of 8 here. Okay, you can write like this and keep dash also, or you can leave this row. Okay, now we need this much columns, and for departure time you just use this formula. Before watching this video, please watch the first video. I explained how we need to calculate departure time. Okay, and the inter-arrival time is given and service time is also given. Now arrival time can be calculated. The first time 0, so keep it as it is, then this plus this, then the value is 8. 8 plus 6, the value is 14. Okay, continue for the other values, you will get the answer. And calculate the departure time using this formula. If the customer enters into the queue, then use this formula, otherwise you can use this formula. Okay, that is, for example, the first customer arrives, it will not enter into the queue, so just use this formula, 80 plus ST, that is 4 plus 0, so 4. Now this customer, that is 8, this also not enters into the queue, so 8 plus 1, that is 9. Okay, you check and get the values. Okay, now simulation table. Just remember the diagram which I shown in the previous video, that is this. For the current customer, arriving and departure value should be 1. If there is any middle arrives occurs, then that value should be also considered as 1. Okay, this is middle and this is running stage. Okay, now just write the values of arrival time and departure in the ascending order. Okay, from that is 0 to 29, so write in here and just check with what 0 shows. 0 shows for this first customer arriving time, so A1 here, and 4 shows for the departure of first customer, so D1 here. Okay, now you know how to write the future event list. Okay, that is easy, and we know clock value also. Okay, now the event time is also done. Okay, now for service. Okay, as the first customer arrives, the value is 1, so 1 here. There is no middle arrives for the first customer, so departure value is 0. Same with the second and same with the third also. Sorry, for the third customer there is a middle arrive, so the departure value of third customer is 1 here. Okay, and the middle arrive is also considered as 1, so 1 here. Now for the D4 there is no middle arrive, so the value for D4 is 0. Now D5, that is the first D5 as it service begins, so the value is 1 here. There is, and there is the arriving of A6, so 1 here, and the departure value for A6 is 0 because there is no middle arrives. Okay, now this column is done. Now this column, that is queue. Okay, there is no one in the queue. As the first customer arrives, that will go to the service only, so there is no one in the queue, so 0. Same with the second, same with same with the third, and A4 arrives here, but still the A3 is not departure, so this will enter into the queue, so 1 here. Okay, now A4 departures here, and so 0, no one in the queue. Now as A5 arrives, it will go to the service only, no one in the queue, so 0, and departure occurs and arrival also occurs. So as departure is done, the A6 will go to the service, so there is no one in the queue, so putting 0. Okay, now we will calculate BZ. Okay, the first customer arrives at 0, and departure at 4, so the value is 4 here. The first value should be always considered 0 for both BZ and max Q. Okay, and next for A4, there is a difference between this and this, the arrival of a second customer and departure, so the server will be idle between here, so we are considering the difference, that is 4. So we are subtracting 4 for this value, so 4 here. Now same for the departure also, so 5 here. Now there is a idle time also here, because the departure occurs for the second year at 9, and the arrival occurs at 14, so the server will be idle here. So that is 14 minus 9, we will get 5 here, so 5 plus 4, that total will be 9 here, so minus 9, then the answer is 5 here. So please continue for the other values also, you will get the result for this column. And for max Q, initially there is 0, so 0, putting 0. There is 1 customer in the queue, so putting 1, and that is the max value, so continuing that value only. There is no 2 here, so putting 1 in the other rows also. Okay, then this problem is completed. So the notes are available in my blog, so please visit my blog. Thanks for watching.